Oh my gosh, it has been so long. Like, and of course I'm back with a story time. It's been forever since I gave y'all, you know, an update on what's happened in my past. But let's get into it. So, this happened I want to say I was a sophomore. I had to be a sophomore in college. It was the first college I had attended. I don't know if it was like homecoming weekend, but my school, we used to party a lot, and we were in a small town. My school actually made up the population of that town. So whenever we had to party or do anything, we had to go to the next town over, the next city over, whatever, which was a good 45 minutes away. So it was me and all my girl pals. We were getting ready to go to a party in the next town over. We were all dressed. We were all drinking. That's when Bacardi used to be our thing. I swear to y'all, I had every flavor of Bacardi. Like, I can tell you every flavor of Bacardi. And we never chased nothing, okay? We spent all our time getting ready for these parties and had no time to pregame, so we should be throwing them things back. Like, there was no tomorrow. We're all waiting for cabs, and I noticed, like, one of my friends, like, she's, like, extremely drunk, but, like, I wasn't realizing, like, none of our friends would realize. We just thought she was just, you know, just being lit, like, we didn't really notice what was happening. So she was, like, sitting on the floor in the hallway, and she was just like, I need you. I'm just like, girl, shut up. Like, I think I was trying to take pictures for Instagram or something, and she was just being nuff, so I was just trying to ignore her, because she be dramatic sometimes. And, like, she wasn't throwing up or anything or, like, really acting like she needed me. I just thought she was being drunk and annoying. So, long story short, we get into the car. So, it's me and, like, 5 other girls, maybe. But this group of girls that got in the car with us, they were not our, like, main group of friends. Like, we were all cool. We lived on the same floor. But if push comes to shove, like, they won't have our backs as hard as we would have each other's back. You know what I'm trying to say? So, bitch, push done came to motherfucking shove. And, yeah, let me get into that. So, we get into the cab, and it's a minivan. So, it's the driver. He had his son in the front seat. They were white. It was us girls, which were predominantly black. And it was, I think, 4 of them in the front and, like, 4 of us in the back. On our way to the party, and I noticed that my friend, like, she's like trying to fall asleep in the car or whatever. So I'm like, girl, like, let's go, let's turn up, like, we gotta, like, have fun in this cab. We cannot go to the party all turned down and then try to pop out, like, no. So she's like falling asleep, and she's just like, you know, like, I don't feel good. So I'm like, what you mean you don't feel good? She's like, I think I have to throw up. I'm like, bitch, you better not throw up in this fucking car. So, me being bright, I asked the cab driver. I'm like, excuse me, do you have a bag? And he's like, no, I don't have a bag. Somebody have to throw up? I'm like, so everybody in the car is just like, yo, like, do not tell him that she has to throw up, because, he will, like, I don't know. I feel like if she has to throw up, you should probably pull over, because what the hell, you don't want it in your car, but. So I'm like, no, everything's good. He's like, all right, cool. So he's still driving. And mind you, where I go to school is fucking East Jesus nowhere. It's nothing but woods. There's no street. It's nothing. It's complete opposite of city life. And it was like farmland. So even when you're driving on that, I don't want to even call it a highway, but like whatever you drive, like the road, there's no street lights. So if it was probably like it was like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. So it is pitch black outside. There's nothing but deers and fucking old white people living in cottages who are willing to fucking kill black people. So I don't know. At that back in the day, I wasn't woke. I wasn't thinking like that. And yeah. So everybody was just like, yo, like, don't say nothing. Like, shh. So I'm like, no, everything's fine. He's like, all right, cool. So he's still driving. As I said, it's pitch black outside. Like, the car is dark. The music is blasting. And next thing you know, she just fucking throws up everywhere. Like, when I tell you everywhere, I mean, like, I think she threw up on my friend's lap. Luckily, y'all, I was on the other side of the fucking van, and she was on the other side. But she, like, threw up everywhere, and the smell was so bad. And this school was upstate New York, so it's freezing, and so he had the heat on. So just imagine being all the way in the back of a minivan in the last row, crammed with throw up, only 2 people beside you, and the heat is on. It smelled like I was going to throw up. So the girls that were in the row ahead of me, they were like, "Yo, what's happening? What's happening?" I'm like, "She just threw up." So I guess like cause of like we thought he was low, but because of the commotion, like everybody like, and like I'm squirming. First of all, I'm like this trying to breathe like behind me because the shit stinks. It smelled like it was raw, y'all. Like it was, oh my gosh, I'm about to throw up in my mouth thinking about it. It was disgusting. So the guy's like, did somebody throw up? So I'm like, he's over there. I'm like, he's like, did somebody throw up? So he freaking goes with the car. So we're just all like, oh, like, what the fuck? Like, what is about to happen to us? So he's like, get out of the car right now. Get out of the car. Guys, he drives us in front of somebody's house. As I said, it's pitch black outside. He drives us in front of somebody's house. And their next door neighbor is not about like 0.5 miles away from here. Like it ain't like, as I said, it's not like city life. You gotta hike to get to the next person's house. So he stopped us and he's like, get out the car right now. Get the fuck out the car. Get the fuck out the car. So we hop out the car one by one. And this nigga looks in his car. He's like, you're paying for this. You're paying. All of you are paying for this. You're paying for this right now. Screaming at us. Mind you, guys, this is a 45-minute drive. We're all splitting it. We're all broke. Like, we barely had freaking change to pay for this damn cab. And now you're talking about some pay for this? Like, okay, so I'm trying to calm down. I'm the voice of reason. So I'm like, sir, like, she wasn't feeling well. Like, we will clean it up. Like, He's like, no, I want to share my car right now. Clean this shit up. I want $75 extra from each of you. Nigga, each of us, the fucking car ride was not even $75. He's going off on us. So after all, we're all like, yo, like, fuck you. Like, we'll just get another cab then. He's like, no, I will leave you guys stranded right here, right now. I don't give a fuck. Get my fucking money. Blah. Going crazy. So I'm just like, sir, like, this is all we have. Like, I'm trying to like collect money from everybody. Like, how much I got? Like, we gotta get this motherfucker something because this nigga gonna fucking kill us and serve us to his white wife for fucking breakfast. I think I gave him like my last freaking 20. Like, y'all, that was my car fare back. But I didn't care. Like, at this point, I just wanted to be back. And like, it was freezing outside. So we're arguing with this man for a good 10 minutes in front of somebody's house in the pitch black. He turned off the car lights, turned off everything. We're scared as shit. The only thing that's ahead, east and west of us is freaking is the road to where we need to go, but it's very far. Like, we can't walk there. And the other way is, as I said, pitch black, and that's where we just came from. North of us is the freaking house, and south of us is a cliff. So when he basically did all that swerving stuff, oh, how could I forget to mention, when he did all that swerving stuff, he was threatening to drive this car off the cliff. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll throw this fucking car off the cliff. I don't give a fuck. Over some damn throw up. Like, he threatened to drive the car off the cliff, guys. Like, literally, this is the cliff. This was the car. Can y'all see? Yes, he threatened all of our lives. Like, that was not funny. It was not a joke. And at that point, like, nigga, like, what? Like, how do you, like, we're young women. Like, what are we, like, 17, 18, maybe 19 at the time? Now, I don't even think we were 19. Like, we were young. How do you ever, like, whatever. So after, like, about arguing with him, whatever, so the other group of girls, like, oh, we're calling another cab. So, as I said, there's only, like, 1 or 2 cab companies out there. I think it was 1 cab company, but we didn't realize. And so she calls another cab, and, like, okay, I don't think they answered. So, in the nick of time, another car is driving towards us. So, we're like, help, help, please help. And it was another cab. So, we're like, oh, my, I'm like, fuck you, we getting out of here, we getting out of here, fuck you. And then, let me fucking tell y'all the motherfucking plot twist. It was his wife. She pulled up in another van. And she was like, where the fuck is my man's money? These are white people. She said, where the fuck is my man's money? I'm not giving y'all no right to nowhere. We'll leave y'all out here. Where's my man's money? I'm like, mama? Oh, like, what? What the hell is this freak show? Like, and she's like really about, like, she looked like she about to screw up, like, because that's her husband. She looked like she about to screw up with all of us. And she was like a thick, short, like, white lady. She was a brunette. Yeah, as I said, thick. And he looked like freaking, what's the dad's name from Family Guy? He looked like him, literally, like, with the glasses. He had, I think, like, maybe hazel eyes. And the son looked like a mini version of him. And he was just playing his Nintendo, not giving a damn what was happening. And we were just so scared. And she's like pressing, like, where's my man's money? No, he needs his money to clean this car. This is going to be a lot to clean up. He needs $75 from each of you. You're not going anywhere. We'll keep y'all here right tonight. I'm like, Jesus, please. If you answered all my prayers before, please answer this one now and get me out of this situation. Please, like, please. And, oh, if you guys are thinking why we didn't call the police or call anybody, as I said, we are in the motherfucking hills, okay? There is no service. And I have Verizon. There was no service. Like, the shit said no service and no bars, bitch. Like, I might as well have had my fucking phone on airplane mode. Because, like, the other group of girls started walking. Like, we're not dealing with this. And they just started walking. But I'm like, guys, you cannot walk. Like, there are bears. There's just everything. There's wolves, bears, raccoons, and God knows what else I didn't learn in school about these goddamn forest animals that can eat you. Like, you cannot go out there. And they're like, no, we're leaving. So it was just me, my really drunk friend, and two of my other friends. We had stayed back. And I don't know if I want to say luckily, but I guess the guy realized what he did was wrong. So he was like, you guys get back in the car. And I literally got back in that car. And the moment, I was just so afraid. Like, one, I was in the middle of nowhere. Two, I just got my life threatened. Three, I don't have any cell phone service. So this guy was my only means of transportation, you know. Looking back, because the bad bitch I am, I probably would have just walked and fought a couple of lions and tigers and bears on the way. But at that specific time, I have never, ever been that afraid in my whole entire life. Like, it's an indescribable feeling. But so we get in the car, and I think he still took all our money, and he's talking to us in the car, and he's just like, you know, guys, I'm sorry I scared you like that. I just, you know, I really just do want to get you guys there safely. I didn't really mean any of the things I said. I'm like, no, I completely, like, I'm being a little fucking bitch at this point. I'm like, no, I understand, sir. Like, we messed up your car. He's like, no, like, you know, I just hope you guys have a very good night, and, you know, don't even worry about it. Yeah, the nigga, don't worry about it because you took all my damn money. And he's just like, you know, I'm just so sorry. So we got there probably, like, in 10 minutes. When I tell y'all, we got out that car, and as soon as I got out the car, I collapsed. Like, my knees buckled underneath me, and I collapsed in the middle of the street because I was just so filled with fear. I legit almost lost my life. My parents wouldn't even have known, like, where I was, what happened. I mean, I'm sure they knew I was going to a party that day, but, like, they didn't know where, how far, what the venue is, what cab service I took, nothing. Like, this white man would have literally driven us off that freaking cliff, or he would have left us stranded in that area where he knows there's no service. And it was just so weird to me how his attitude just switched up after that. He's just like, oh, well, you know, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean any of that. Like, did you forget, like, what just happened? Like, I don't know. It's like the devil just jumped into him and jumped right out, and he realized, like, oh, shit, I'm bugging. But that was my encounter with a racist driver. Because if we were white, I have a feeling that that would never have happened. Like, it's throw up. You're driving college students. You know what you're getting yourself into. Secondly, it is not, like, to clean throw up out of your car would not have been that much money where you needed $75 from 8 people. Like, come on. And we volunteered to even clean the fucking car for him. He didn't even want us to clean it. So as I said, he was extremely racist and he knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. And I'm just happy God spared my life that day, because Lord knows what would have happened if I did not have a praying mother. But that is my story time for today, and holla at your girl.